Hi there. I want to talk about winter walking. I'm going to be doing a lot of posting about walking, principally for Parkinson's and movement disorder, that will interject a few types of exercises, such as quick moving, balance exercises, and so forth, while you're walking. So you can do two things at once. Walk for cardiorespiratory, and you'll be able to work on your Parkinson's as well. These are also good for people with dystonia, any kind of movement disorder, and some people with injuries too. But for everybody in all those categories, I'd like to talk to you in general about walking. In the winter time, there's a few considerations. Of course, you're going to take your phone, but make certain that you have the ICE number on it. And the ICE number is in case of emergency. People are now trained to look on the cell phones for your ICE contact number. Wear your medic alert bracelet, wear your medic alert tag, put something in your wallet, put something in your purse, put something in your pocket that talks about the medications that you're on, just in case. Give someone your itinerary and an approximate time of when you're going to be home, and then call them when you get home. That way you have an extra set of eyes looking at the clock for you and checking up on you. Go ahead and take your meds as you always do, and you know your medications. With Parkinson's especially, medications, you can be on, you can be off. Take your medication and do your exercise when you're coming on rather than when you're starting to wear off. And no empty stomachs. Eat something. Make sure that you're at your best, make sure that you have enough glucose going to the brain so that you're really enjoying your exercise and that you don't have any problems with that either. And I want you to plan on resting afterwards. People with Parkinson's will often fatigue. And you want to be able to do everything, but don't go out, do your walk, do your exercise, and then hit the ground running at home going shopping or something. Take that time, grab a cup of coffee, read something for a few minutes, get your feet up, and then go ahead and do something else active. Don't wear yourself out. What I'd like you to think about with shoes, everybody knows you want to wear a good athletic type shoe, but make sure that those shoes, when they get cold, don't get slick. Some soles are harder than others, and they'll slip on a slick surface under cold conditions or wet conditions. So check your shoes before you begin your walk. If you're going to use anything for support, use two. Don't use just one cane. Get two walking poles. They're not terribly expensive. I have some posted on my Facebook site. You'll have to go through and look for when you need someone to lean on, and that's the post you're going to want to find, and you'll see some walking poles, but you probably know what I'm talking about. The keen thing about walking poles in winter, they make these little things, these little cups that go onto the pole, and they have little grippers on them. They're little ice grippers, so you can actually get those and tip your poles or tip your regular cane if you insist on using just one. But that way you're not going to have that hit the ice or something and go sliding out from underneath you. This I cannot express enough. No hands in the pockets. Wear gloves instead. You put your hands in your pockets and you're not going to have a good arm swing. If you don't have a good arm swing, you're going to shorten your step and it puts you a little bit off balance. As well as, if you've got to fall forward or backward or to the side, how much harder it is to get those hands out of the pockets and catch yourself. You may think that gloves feel a little bit clumsy, but believe me, the gloves are going to be a lot better for you for the arm swing, just like I said, because you really, really, really want to make sure that you're walking upright. You want to make sure that you get the arms going forward and backward and keeping your gait nice and even. If you have one arm in your pocket, you're really going to be off balance. It's just not safe. If you're looking down at your feet while you're walking, whether it's winter, whether it's summer, it doesn't matter. If you're looking down at your feet and you can see your toes while you're walking, that means you're looking forward, you're leaning forward, and you're putting yourself at risk. look forward about 4 feet in front of you so that you can assess what's coming up, but your head will then be upright, your shoulders will be back somewhat, and you're in a lot less unbalanced situation. That forward lean is actually a whole lot worse. Even though you think, oh, I've got my hands out so I can catch myself, don't think about catching yourself, think about not falling. That's going to be a whole lot better. And last but not least, no matter what you have, if it's Parkinson's, if you have other movement disorders, and all of a sudden something seems different when you're out walking, don't assume that it's PD. Assume that you have some sort of symptom that you want to look at, and you might ask your physician as soon as you can about it. You may have run into a situation that you're having a stroke. Let's hope that isn't the case. And you may run into a situation that something because of the cold weather is going to cause a new problem with your Parkinson's disease. But pay attention to it and never assume. Remember, I'm going to be posting this stuff on Facebook, and you can run that up. It's going to be under the title, Talkin' Walkin', Winter Walking with Movement Disorder. And I hope you try this.